Okay, when I was rudely interrupted, I'm going to conclude this. These are hinges for a scale dollhouse. These are door hinges that I've used, and there are the little tiny screws right there, and all the hinges. I don't really need all these hinges, and I guess I probably will in the fact that I do another project that involves the hatchback window, so to speak. But these are the hinges right here. I got these. They came all the way from China. It didn't take them that long, which is surprisingly, because usually when I order parts and it comes from China, it usually takes a long time. But these are the hinges, and I'm only going to use 2 of them. That's one that I had in my hand, which is right there. And I did do some new brake rotors with the caliper. I haven't painted the caliper yet. I did, if you can see, I did drill all the holes. There are all the holes right there I did for it. And I had to create a piece right here so I'm gonna drill a hole in there so it'll fit onto the axle, because this opening here was way too wide. It was way too wide, so I had to fill it in. I had to fill it in and sure that it's flush with it. I did that from the other side. I'm going to drill a hole right in the center, and I did this with some very thick styrene, and I had to extensively cut round pieces. I just laid this on these styrene plastic that I had, drew a circle, and cut. I did a lot of cutting and sanding and shaping, and finally got it. I'm going to paint it the same color as this later. I'm going to paint this red. Well, actually all of them. I got all of them. I got all of them done. So all of them are done. They also got their line ends for my brake lines. And oh, speaking of brakes, yeah, I finally got the brake booster in, along with the line here. I got this piece in. I did a little clumping mess right here, so I sanded the clumping mess down, and I'm gonna have to repaint that later. I got the AC receiver dryer. Move this out the way, along with this line that runs all the way down to the radiator, or the condenser. And got my wiring, which I haven't completed connecting yet. I got my my washer reservoir, and I also come on, focus, will you? Also did a line for it as well. You can see that it runs all the way down to the firewall. I'm going to connect it to the firewall, right, all the way down to the end part of this wiper, and finish nailing everything down. So next thing I'm going to do is get started on the headlights. And I'm glad I finally got that done, and that looks real good. I think it does. But anyway, moving on to the engine here and the chassis. I finally got the connections for the alternator. This is pretty much my ground wire. I'm gonna make a ground wire and a positive wire that's going to connect to the battery. And there's some little decals I decided to stick on there. And I covered this because I had to make. I had to. Well, I painted over the interior lights from the outside, and it still shows through some. That means I'm gonna have to black it out, which is fine. And there's my opening for my switches, and there's the little notch. There's the little notch that I made to cut. Well, okay. Actually, I'm gonna have to use 2 more hinges for this, for the panel. So I'm gonna need a total of 4 hinges. I'm gonna need a total of 4 hinges. So I'm glad I got that 10-pack of hinges, and I might need it for there's the Trans Am's chassis and engine, which is almost completed. I have to connect. Right there, I have to connect this to the alternator and other things, and I had to start this over because it wasn't connecting. It wasn't connecting very well to the exhaust manifold, so I had to do it over. So I cut that end off, which wasn't cooperating. And there shall we say is that. So, and here's my other pieces I have left. It goes to the under the spoiler. Here's the air intake. That's the upper radiator hose. And like I said, I did the fuel lines. There's this left side, right side hose connections, and I'm going to make some posts, some chrome posts for that. So I mean, that's so it'll look more realistic. Back here, these are the wires I got for the interior lights, for the under interior lights, interior, and also have the dash lights. All that had to, and the radio. I did the display light for the radio. I'm going to show that later. Right now, I got everything covered. I'm not done with this, so I have to keep everything on top here masked. But other than that, I got that. I can't wait to show that. I'll show that in due time. So as of right now, that's it. So when I got so the fact that I was, like I said, interrupted from the first video I did today for a phone call, and here is the tail light. I blacked out this section here, and as you can see, I'm not through with the black striping here, which I got to hit it again because it didn't do right. So yeah, there's a focus, and then I got the other one. I'm working on, and I'm gonna get that straightened out. And my vinyl tape that I ordered finally came in. And here are my decals, which I'm going to put on later, as soon as I can reaffirm that I've totally finished painting, and give it the wet clear coat for the shine, and that's that right there. And like I said, there is the Trans Am, which that hood doesn't belong on it. But there's the Trans Am. It's almost finished too. I gotta reconnect those. AC lines, and I've also got to start painting the reflectors, the signal reflectors for the sides there, front and back. Back right there, I got them jammed up with paper while I was masking. And there's the window right there where I don't have it glued in just yet. And there's the trunk opening, and the trunk lid is, well, you can see it. It's hiding right behind there, along with this dashboard, which is finished. And right behind it is spark plug wires for the Z28. And there it is the mess again. I also got me a new desk to work with. Had to haul it up a flight of stairs by myself, and that was a good place for me to put the other projects that I have overhead out of the way and keep them off the floor. So that, shall we say, is that, and that will be the end of this video for right now. Total end of this video, because I'm probably subject to more interruptions. But there is the Z28 with its amber reflective light. So this is back in action, Motto Collections. And my name is Ed Mitchell. First time I say my name out loud, but I guess everybody should know it. But just call me Mitch. Anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good day and have a happy Thanksgiving. Peace.